Now, this is a public and a private school, right?
Yep.
Damn, I really like going with the publics, but...
John, I'm ready when you are.
So,
you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Garden State Hoops back here on All Abilities Live. Jack Bartek alongside Brandon Marazzo and Anthony Cafone. And guys, we've had some good basketball so far today, but they were all just appetizers for this one. A private school powerhouse, a public school powerhouse, and it's all the ingredients for the marquee matchup of the day here at the Jingle Bells Jubilee.
You saw some great basketball be played in both the games. The first half of last game it was really close with it before it started pulling away. The game before that, an absolute nail-biter, but here we are. What some people have said, what we've been thinking is probably going to be the game of the evening potentially, as Immaculate Conception is taking on Ramapo.
I think right now, you look at both these teams. You look at Ramapo, the size differential that they have inside. They got a big guys on the inside. I think Immaculate Conception is going to have a tough time battling that. But they got speed on their side. They got slashers. They got guys that can go right to the middle of the rack. And get ready for this matchup, because this is a battle of short against tall, speed against quickness, agility, shooting, everything we're going to have on display here today.
Absolutely. Man, this is going to be an interesting one. Jackie boy, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm ready for a great basketball game. On one side, you got TJ Robinson for Immaculate coming off a 50 clip in the first round of this tournament. That is the highest scoring game in the state of New Jersey this year, showing off all types of scoring ability. And on the other side, you have a team in Ramapo who came within one play of winning all of Group 3 last year, and they bring back all but one player from that squad. They obviously have the Burlesons on this roster, and both of them available tonight coming off the bench. Starting lineups, first for Ramapo, they go with the junior guard Chris Servino, the junior guard Wyatt Eglinton Manor, the junior guard Peyton Seals, the sophomore forward Charlie Wingfield, and the junior guard Zach Schonerbush. As that one goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Ramapo. On the other side, for Montclair Immaculate, they have the junior guard TJ Robinson, the freshman guard Jaron Barnett, the freshman forward Cole Grandison, and the sophomore forward Akeem Langevine, rounded out by the senior forward Tavian Pollock. Both teams come in at 5-0. Peyton Seals with the early miss. They kick it out, a three ball, good!
And you know, that three was good from Ramapo, but I'm telling you right now, and I'm rocking with Montclair Immaculate.
You are?
I am.
Chris Servino with a quick three ball to get things started for the Raiders.
What about you, Cafone?
I don't know. I think both these teams got their style right now. I think in the Ramapo, they got three really big forwards.
You better hit me before that next bucket.
Give me Ramapo.
Peyton Seals going to control the tempo for this Raiders team. He loses it there, though. And Montclair Immaculate will look to get on the board. Driving right, laying it up, off glass, no good. A scramble for it. They're on the floor, and Seals has it. Ramapo pushing the tempo. Into the lane and taken away. Nice steal there for Grandison. Grandison going the other way. Nice feed and a great lay-in from Tavian Pollock.
Pollock with a nice reverse there, but an even better pass there from Grandison.
Pollock, one of the top returning seniors in the state. Averaged 16 points a game last season for the Lions. Up top now, Schonerbush. On the far side, it's Servino. Ramapo taking their time. Nice pass inside. Seals has all day. He's got it! Peyton Seals!
And they're just freeing up their shooters on the outside. Ramapo with good ball movement. And right now, just dead-eye from downtown.
Letting it fly early.
Peyton Seals, one of the better guards you're going to see in Bergen County all season long. On the other end, Robinson trying to answer, no good. A big act to follow for TJ Robinson. We mentioned the 50 points the other night. Now here's Eglinton Manor, and he's got a three! A flurry for the Raiders early.
3 for 3 from downtown, Jack. Right now, Ramapo is feeling it early and in transition, and Immaculate Conception's got to get out on that perimeter.
Fellas, I don't even care who wins this one. I just want to see a great game, and it's already building up for it. But as I said, I might have went with Montclair Immaculate. I do like when the public schools make their presence known. And Ramapo letting the heavens open right now from downtown.
And this is a packed house for game number 3 of the Jingle Bells Jubilee, and rightfully so. A great start for Ramapo, a trio of triples, and it's 9-2. Trying to answer on the far side, it's Pollock. Pollock driving. No whistle. Going the other way with it. Up top, Seals has room, pulls a deep one, and got another one! Peyton Seals makes it a 10-point Ramapo lead.
Oh, my
And Montclair Immaculate needs a timeout.
Wow.
An
Peyton
explosion
Seals.
out of the gates for Ramapo.
2016 Golden State Warriors vibes right now.
That was insane. That's Klay Thompson vibes right there.
Seals right now, he has that spot right in front of the key. He gets that time, he gets his feet set, he's able to get a nice look. Immaculate Conception's got to start guarding that outside. Right now, they're getting too easy. These shots are wide open.
That was insane, yo.
Peyton Seals putting it on display, the range from the volleyball line on that triple.
Does he have 10 of their 12 points?
It seems like that, but he only has 6.
That's insane.
4 threes to start it out for the Raiders. And they are in control early.
I lost count, man. The threes have just been flying here.
I think for Immaculate Conception, they got to guard the perimeter. And right now, they have, a shorter team. I mean, you got the great TJ Robinson. Get him the ball on the offensive end. Stop wasting your time with all these half-court sets. You can run them, but let TJ Robinson go to work because he dropped 50 last game, and we know what he can do when he has the ball in his hands.
One change for Montclair Immaculate coming out of the timeout. Amir Dunlap, the senior guard, into the game. And the one thing you got to say on TJ Robinson, he put up 50 the other night. You can't take anything away from it, but this is a much tougher defense in Ramapo. The fall away left short, great job by Schonerbush defensively. Seals met by Robinson at the logo. 4:40 to play in this first quarter. Ramapo looking to extend an already double-digit lead. Servino has room, and he's got it! 5 threes for Ramapo, and they lead it by 13.
It's pouring. It's pouring outside. I don't know what's happening outside, but in this gym, it is pouring.
You ready to change your prediction?
No, not yet. We still got a lot of basketball left.
On the other end, the whistle. It was Barnett trying to get baseline. And we'll see the first sub of the game for Ramapo. It's going to be the sophomore Ryan Goldman.
This is insane. Every shot, perfect form.
And
Mechanics
there is
on point.
a buzz in this gym right now.
And they're setting their feet. They're not like rushing the shot. They have the time. They're able to set. I mean, just composure that they have from outside the arc is just great.
Squared shoulders, a perfect release right at the top of it. These guys are all looking like Cool Hand Luke right now.
4 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Montclair Immaculate struggling to get going. Here's a corner three. Dunlap finally gets some momentum back for the Lions.
That is the fastest. We're down to a 10-point game. I mean, the three-point shooting has really opened this one up. But make no mistake about it, we got a lot to go here.
Ramapo working methodically with this offense. Seals at the free throw line. Wingfield kicking out. Schonerbush left it short. Finally a miss for Ramapo. This time it's Eglinton Manor, and he's got another three. It's a three-party.
Oh, my God.
18-5.
I think they've only missed 1 3.
On the other end, no good.
Hallelujah, it's raining threes.
Every bucket has been a triple for the Raiders. Seals working baseline. Showing off the moves. Now they'll reset it.
I wish he would have pulled it.
Crossover, pull up again. He's got it! Peyton Seals! Are you serious?
And we might be tying on our record for the day. Good God.
7 threes to start the game for the Raiders.
Look at the buzz in this crowd.
Robinson, offensive foul!
Oh, my.
Do you see either side of this stadium right now? On Ramapo's ends, they are losing it. They're in a frenzy. 21-5 here in the first quarter. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remaining.
Wow.
This is ridiculous.
7 of 8. 7 of 8 from beyond the arc. This isn't the Golden State Warriors. This is New Jersey high school basketball.
It's like you're holding your breath, waiting to see what will come next. Up top, it Seals again, crossing over, driving, loses it. It'll stay with Ramapo. Peyton Seals, 6'4", 185. He's only a junior with all that poise at the point guard position. Trying to get it in, finally does, and finally a two-point bucket, but they can make it three again on the end one.
They just don't score nothing but threes at a time, man. It doesn't matter.
A possession. 3-point possessions is all they want.
This is ridiculous. Cole Grandison with some unorthodox defense there.
Yeah.
Trying to see, you saw it before. He was trying to do a little peekaboo, trying to cover the eyes, but they got to do something here.
Eglinton Manor with the first 2-point field goal of the day, but he converts the old-fashioned three. Do we count that? Do we count that as a try?
I'll give it to him.
I'll give it to him.
It's a 3-point possession, that's for sure. The old-fashioned three. Love it. Oh!
Driving left, Robinson, layup no good.
There should be a foul there.
This defense suffocating for Ramapo early on. Seals, he thought about it. Now driving left, offensive foul on Seals. So a wise play there by Robinson.
24-5. What just happened?
I think right now, for Immaculate Conception, they just need to calm it down. Take a long possession here. Try to just get a basket first, and then worry about getting the stops later.
Yeah, they need something here.
Robinson trying to get free, but great defense again for Ramapo.
No.
It's a steal for Eglinton Manor. Driving, reverse
my.
lane's good. My, oh my.
This is ridiculous. What are we watching
11
right now?
points from Eglinton Manor in this first quarter.
Corner three for Dunlap, he's got it. That's a second three for Dunlap in this one.
That's a sweet spot. I like that corner three, and they're getting out to him on that driving kick.
Dunlap saying I could shoot too, but
The Lions just fighting to tread water right now.
the
Trying
Raiders.
to weather the storm. See if they can turn that offense into defensive momentum. Seals. Nice defense by Robinson. Cross-court pass out of bounds, and it feels like the first unforced error of the game for Ramapo.
Yeah, no, Immaculate's got to keep on chasing them off the line because that's where they're living. You got to make them beat you inside. Doesn't matter if you're giving up the height, man. You got to make up for it in physicality right now because this one is getting a little out of hand.
50 seconds to play in this first quarter. It's an 18-point Ramapo lead. Corner three, got it! A huge shot there for Tavion Pollock, the senior leader of this team. And it makes it 15 with 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Feed inside, and it'll be a walk.
All
They
right,
got
here we go.
Wingfield on the catch.
Here we go. Conception, 2 threes, a couple of stops in a row, 6-0 run. Don't count this team out yet.
Still 15 points though. You gotta close that out right now.
You've seen Dunlap, man.
Akeem Langevine back into the game for Montclair. 20 seconds left to play in this first quarter. Trying to chip away at that lead. Driving, floating, gets the bounce. Really nice finish from Jaron Barnett. 7 ticks to go. Seals trying to get it across half court. 3 seconds left and a travel. Seals can't believe it. Nice job by Barnett. He ran right through that Euro step.
Another turnover. That's 3 straight now.
I'm sorry, I just saw his face. You thought he just saw it go. He could not believe he got called for that.
Robinson with 1 second from half court. No good.
Wanted a foul there.
He wanted a foul, but either way, a really strong finish to that first quarter for Montclair Immaculate. And honestly, I've watched a ton of basketball in my days. I don't know if I've seen a better first 7 minutes to a basketball game than the display that Ramapo just put on.
That was ridiculous. And how many threes was that?
So, I mean, you look at this right now. It was about
7 threes, and they had the 1 and 1.
Dude, that is absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't even know what to say right now, man. Wyatt Ellington Manor. Wow. Peyton Seals.
Yeah, Peyton Seals just getting whatever he wanted to start. But you got to give credit to Montclair Immaculate, not completely losing their head, settling in as that first quarter went on, and they were able to chip away at that lead and get it down from 20 to just 13.
And listen, they're not out of it yet. Yeah. You know, we still got 3 more quarters here. And if that, you can't ask for a better start. To be only down 13 right now is saying something to me. I still believe they're alive in this one, man. I still feel the comeback's coming.
I mean, 26 points by 3 guys. If you can just eliminate 2 of the guys from scoring, it gets you back in this game.
Yeah, and listen, this is a Montclair Immaculate team with a guy in T.J. Robinson that's committed to go and play Division I basketball at the highest level for the Louisville Cardinals. So this is a serious team. No lead is too big for them to come back on.
Man, this is definitely a moment to show off here. Imagine if he could come back, what that would do for him. Even raising the stock, not like it really matters. It was just something else for Louisville to bask in and what they're getting.
For the first time out there for Ramapo, it's Nehemiah Burleson, son of the former NFL player Nate Burleson, the CBS analyst. His other son, Nathaniel, in uniform for the first time this year. Robinson's 3-ball won't go. Nice hustle, but it's out of bounds, and it'll go back to Ramapo. So you're seeing T.J. Robinson having a really tough time getting going, and credit the Ramapo defense for making it very difficult for him to get easy shots.
They've trapped him once he's come across half court. I mean, that's their game plan. Eliminate Robinson. Don't let him get any touches. And when he does get touches, surround him with 2 bodies.
Seals, pull and pop. Too strong, just missed. Offensive rebound. And Montclair Immaculate is going to have to keep the Raiders off the glass. Cannot be giving them more than 1 chance of possession. Eglinton Manor driving, had it blocked away. Put back no good. And Robinson, a lot of contact, no whistle. But the Lions will come away with it. In the corner, Dunlap blocked. Gets his own miss. Up top, Robinson set, pop, got it! T.J. Robinson finally on the board.
10-point game. If Robinson can start getting going now, I'm sure Montclair would love it.
1 minute down in the second quarter. Lead is down to 10 for Ramapo. Seals thought about a 3. Nice defense by Pollock. And he hands it off. Scoterbush gives it up. Eglinton Manor. Now it's Seals again. Nice head fake. Driving. Blocked away. Great defense by Langevine. And Pollock lost it out of bounds.
Unforced error right there. Mental lapse.
They are going to have to limit those mistakes if they want to get back in it.
They were on a roll, especially big block coming over. That block came out of nowhere, by the way.
Yeah. And against Seals, who's got some great body control and a big frame. A really nice job by the sophomore Langevine to go up there and get it.
You see his name's Akeem. Very close to Hakeem, looking like Olajuwon on that block. Looking like a quality defensive player. Yeah, I'd love to see more from him.
Senior guard Brandon Hernandez into the game for the Lions. Great ball movement. The 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, Nehemiah Burleson. And a jump ball will stay with the Raiders.
Burleson barreling his way in there. The 2 big fellas fighting for the ball.
And you see that big frame for Burleson. Obviously has the great genetics. His brother committed to go play football for Nevada. Can't get the little layup to go. Getting tapped around. Oh, and it goes to Montclair Immaculate. That was a miss right there.
That was as miss could be. That was absolutely off blue.
So a little bit of a reprieve here for Montclair Immaculate. See if they can make the most of it. They would certainly love to get this lead back down to single digits for the first time since early in the first quarter. Robinson had it blocked. Great defense by Sconerbush. Eglinton Manor Euro kick out. Great ball movement. Seals is set, and he's got another one. Peyton Seals is automatic.
Well, what are they thinking? You know they're looking for the 3 ball. They're penetrating in addition. You got to be there.
Oh, the lay-in plus the foul on the other end. My, oh my, what a take by Hernandez. And he's got a chance to make it 3.
Cut it down to 10. Fellas, this one's living up to it right now.
TJ Robinson to the bench. Tavion
just-
Pollock back in.
My apologies. If things just get a little closer, man, this might beat that first game. That's insane. And that first game, it don't get better than that.
Montclair Immaculate going to need a little bit more of a push to get back in it, and the free throw rattles out. Seals handles down the far side. Working through the offense, Burleson controlling. Hands off. Eglinton Manor. Nice defense from the Lions. Seals able to recover, stuck in a double team. He gets out of it, driving left, draws the whistle. And we'll see who they get with the foul. It's going to go against Hernandez. Back into the game comes the freshman Cole Grandison. Grandison, the freshman, standing at 6'6".
That's a freshman?
Yeah.
That is a grown man right there. Oh, bro, once he gets into his body, he's going to be controlling the paint like no other.
Quick step for Servino, kicks out to Seals, just too strong. Nice board for Servino. Gets it out and settles it. Seals into the lane, floater, gets the bounce. Peyton Seals at all levels. Montclair Immaculate trying to push the pace. Grandison backing down now. Up top, Dunlap. Nothing easy for the Lions right now. Grandison driving, has a step, using the body, off glass, and it falls.
That was a beautiful touch, man. I thought that one was rolling out. But you see that, just a giant stride from the 6'6" freshman. Able to get great positioning, kiss it off the glass, and get the friendly rolling.
On the near side, Servino. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Eglinton Manor no good. A rare miss from 3 for the Raiders. They have come back down to earth a little bit here in the second quarter. Pollock can't finish with the right hand.
That would have been a crafty move, though. The fake handoff, turn in the corner. So close.
Seals picked up by Pollock. Oh, nice crossover. Eglinton Manor gives it back up. 3:45 to go. It's an 11-point Ramapo lead. Seals once again. Up top, Eglinton Manor just rattles off, and the whistle's going to go against Burleson.
Burleson trying to hunt that one down. Just putting too much body on the opposing player as he sends him to the floor.
I think right now for Immaculate, just got to get away from this man-to-man defense. I think that's the one thing that they're getting shooters freed up easy because their guys getting screened out.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the zone against the 3. I feel like there's always a hole with it. I think you got to stick with man. You just got to be running guys off the perimeter. If they want to attack inside, let them attack inside. You got big bodies. But that zone defense, you know there's always going to be a shooter, especially when you go with that zone.
I
All
think
you
you
need is a guy
to go to a 3-2.
I don't know, man. The guy penetrates. You try collapsing on it, and there's always the open guy. And you got to make this team go inside on you right now.
We got a whistle. A little bit of a holdup at the scorer's table. TJ Robinson back into the game for Montclair Immaculate. And for the first time this season, the elder of the two Burlesons, Nathaniel Burleson, into the game for the Raiders. He's been out nursing an injury. This is his first action back, and he chose a good time to do it in a big game like this. Looks like there's a discrepancy with the books. Nathaniel Burleson, as we mentioned earlier, committed to go play football at his father's alma mater of Nevada, trying to follow in his great footsteps. As Coach Jimmy Salmon calls his guys over. And now both teams to their benches while they sort out whatever is the issue. but a great basketball game so far, fellas.
Absolutely. I mean, offense has just been incredible in this game. I mean, both teams are shooting probably over 50% from the field.
Yep.
It's just been an offensive showcase. And if you love offense, it's the game you're watching. Defensively, though, a lot of lapses.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that last game was pretty close, but it felt a lot farther than it was. This one, 11 points, but it really feels like a two-possession game.
I feel like this one has honestly just been a matchup of good defense but better offense.
Yep.
There's only so much you can do when a team is shooting 80% from three in the first quarter. Robinson crossover, had to give it up. Nice pump fake. Grandison lays it in and a foul.
That is a freshman right there, looking like a vet, looking like a senior coming down there, catching the outlet pass with the little hezzy, finishing down low, Jack.
Yeah, and how about this? Since Jimmy Salmon, the legendary coach, took over 8 seasons ago at Montclair Immaculate, these are some of the players that have gone through the program. Jalen Carey, Justin Winston, Zion Bethea, Elijah Hutchins-Everett, Cliff Omaruyi, Nick Jourdain, Amari Marshall, Zakai Ziegler, and DeAndre South all went on to play high-level Division I basketball. You already have TJ Robinson on the roster as a Louisville commit, and with what we've seen so far from Grandison, it's hard not to think he might be that next Division I piece for the program.
Yeah, it's just a question of who's next.
Yeah. Nice defensive pressure on the far sideline, and Ramapo wants a timeout. You know,
it's less than 10 points now. I mean, it was 18-5.
Yeah, down to just 8. But you talk about Coach Salmon. We talked to him last game. He helped set this tournament up. He has such a legendary resume. Obviously coached here at Patterson Catholic back in the day when it was the pinnacle of New Jersey high school basketball. It seemed like they were churning out NBA players like it was a factory, and helped lead them to the 1994 Tournament of Champions championship. Unfortunately, no more Tournament of Champions. We need to bring that back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
But then Salmon spent time as an assistant at Villanova. He was the head coach and director of the famed Players Fam AAU basketball team. He's just got an eye for talent.
Jack, so humble. So humble.
Oh, 100%.
And we were just talking to him at halftime of the last game, and he was saying, my assistants do all the work.
Yeah.
I just stand around and scream, which he undersells what he does in the grandest sense.
And it just shows with the roster of players he's graduated out of here.
And some have called that Players team the greatest AAU team ever assembled.
I would list guys that have run through that program, but the list is too long. It's almost
right.
like anybody that puts on the Players Fam uniform is guaranteed Division I.
I'm almost positive, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the late, great Kobe Bryant and Vince Carter have played for that team.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant played under Jimmy Salmon. We got to get Coach Salmon on a podcast. It's too much. You know, we had maybe 7 or 8 minutes with him in the game prior, but just too much to talk about in that amount of time.
Coach Salmon, do me a favor. Come on through to Garden State Hoops Talks. Give me just an hour and a half. I would love to pick your brain.
Back to the action. That one's tapped away by Immaculate Conception, so it will stay with the Raiders. Eglinton Manor checking in. Peyton Seals to the bench for the first time for the Raiders. 2:42 to go in the half. The lead is down to 8 for Ramapo. So the Lions in striking distance, especially impressive after that avalanche from Ramapo to start. Eglinton Manor lost it.
It was a great steal.
Working down the middle, pull and pop. The long 2, no good. And a great rebound by Nehemiah Burleson. So Montclair Immaculate getting closer, but you can't fully close that gap. The 3, no good, but a foul. And Nathaniel Burleson will head to the line for 3. The Cardinals sin.
Can't be fouling 3-point. Listen, I know you got to chase them off, but you cannot be fouling this team, man. I mean, they're letting it rip. Said 80% in that first quarter from 3. You know they're going to be killing it from free throws. And with 3 attempts.
And that shot was already off at that point. I mean, you're not really impacting the shot in any sense.
First one bounces off. Second one no good. So Burleson not making the most out of these free throws, as a sub here for the Lions. It's going to be Jaron Barnett coming in as Pollock gets a break. The third of three off the back iron rolls in for Burleson. He shakes his head going down the other way.
Montclair just caught a break there. He just went 1 for 3.
Yeah, consider that a win. Driving in, a nice floater goes for Barnett. So the momentum's starting to shift here a little bit.
Second floater for him, man. He's got some nice touch on it.
Ramapo still in control. 1:50 to play in the half. Eglinton Manor. Great poise handling the basketball. Nathaniel Burleson up top. Servino will reset it. Eglinton Manor, nice pump fake. Burleson driving in, Euro-stepping, blocked away. Langevine again has shown great prowess defensively, and that one's out of bounds off the Lions.
That's okay, because Hakeem Langevine coming out of nowhere again, saying, "Get that out of my house." Where are these blocks coming from? I'm so hyped, man, I can't even talk right now.
Ryan Goldman checking in for Ramapo. It was great hustle defense back the other way to not only stop the fast break, but to get that loose ball back. 1:15 to play in this first half. The high-low saved by Montclair Immaculate. I think that would have went to the Lions if they just let it go.
Coach Sam, I got to watch out, though, because he's on the court right now.
Under a minute to play in this first half. Burleson up top. Now it's Goldman. Almost had it taken away, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Great effort from Jaron Barnett. He's a little bit slow to get up, but you're starting to see the tempo is slightly changing now.
I mean, slow starts are slow starts. You could always bring your way back, and that's what Conception's doing right now. I mean, they're playing with a purpose on the offensive end.
And with that, Peyton Seals re-enters, and Montclair Immaculate counters by bringing in Pollock.
I think it's a good counter. I think
This is like watching a game of chess between two great coaches. Nick Veer on the Ramapo sideline. That one poked away. Nice job by Eglinton Manor to get it back. Seals picked up by Robinson. Oh, he had him stumble and pulls the three. Oh, just rattles off. Servino, the offensive rebound, puts it in off glass. 30 seconds to go in the first half. 9-point game. Poked away. And it'll stay with the Lions. Subbing in Cole Grandison. Pollock back to the bench. And now for Ramapo, it'll be Goldman giving Seals a break. So a little bit of offense, defense to end the first half.
You can make it literally a 6-point game here.
Crazy to think after that first quarter. Driving left, kick out. Into the lane, had it poked away. Great defense by Ramapo. Servino pulling pop in transition. Got it!
You can also make it a 12-point game.
What a swing. 5 seconds left. Can the Lions get a shot off? Barnett got to go quickly. The floater at the horn, no good. It was a good look for Langevine, but a bit rushed. And that will take us to the break. 37-25, Ramapo in control. And I feel like you've said this about every game, but I feel like even with the 12-point deficit, as crazy it is to say, you got to be happy if you're Montclair Immaculate.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings and she ain't in the building yet, all right? I'm telling you right now, man, anything can happen in these games. You got some legit talent on the floor. And yes, Ramapo opened up that first quarter, making it rain from the heavens. The fact that it's only a 12-point game, somehow still impressive for Montclair Immaculate. And what have you been thinking?
I mean, Peyton Seals was great in that first quarter. And then he was sort of slow off the gates in the second quarter. They had to sub him out for a little bit because he needed some rest. But, I mean, what we've been seeing from Immaculate Conception those last 5 minutes to bridge the gap in that lead, simply remarkable. And they got to keep doing that. They got to keep it sustaining that. They want to be back in this game.
7 of 8 from 3 in that first quarter for Ramapo. How do you even keep yourself in the game after that? Impressive job by Coach Salmon and the Lions, but on the other side, a beautiful game plan from Coach Veer. He has his guys playing defense and knocking down shots, and that's a recipe for success. It has Ramapo going to the locker room with a 37-25 lead. We got a special guest coming up here on the broadcast, Jack Bartek, Brandon Marazzo, Anthony Cafone. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back here on All Abilities Live, Jack Bartek, Anthony Cafone, and of course the former NFLer, CBS analyst Nate Burleson joining us on the broadcast here. And Mr. Burleson, we got to talk about your sons. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
How cool to see them on the court together and playing for a championship level team in Ramapo.
It's awesome, man. They had a good season last year. You know, we transferred over from Bosco. The basketball season went well. They were both out there playing varsity football. So just being a proud dad, seeing my boys do their thing is amazing. And today it's an incredible game thus far. That first quarter by Ramapo, we came out hot, baby.
7 of 8 from 3.
How about that? It was like NBA Jam.
He's
on fire!
It was like the 2016 Warriors out there. I mean, they couldn't miss anything. But
You feel me?
just talk about this team and like what do you see from them in the early goings of the season?
Well, one, I got to give credit to Nick Veer and the coaching staff. They're well coached. Discipline on offense and defense. You know, they have shooters. They can be aggressive when it comes to their defense. When they call the trap, they're opportunistic when it comes to creating turnovers. And like you saw, they can shoot. You know, they have a presence inside if need be. They're just an exciting team to watch. Last year, I think we snuck up on a couple of squads, earned our respect down the way, but we're a well-rounded team. And I think the rankings preseason, they showed it. You know, we were outside the top 10. We're trying to climb our way inside the top 10 and see if we can maintain that throughout the season.
Yeah, and just talk about how impressive it was last year. First-year head coach in Veer, and a young group, only one senior on that team.
Right.
Your boys transfer in late, and for them to all mesh and come within one play of winning all of Group 3, how impressive was that effort?
It was impressive. You know, I think the most important thing that they did was, you know, he built the offense around the skill set of its players. Oftentimes when it comes to coaching, coaches come in and they feel like they know it all, and it's going to be my system. Players have to bend to the way I coach things. He didn't do that. He knew that Peyton is a guy that can control the rock. He likes having the ball in his hands. He can create his own shot. He has guys like my son who can come off screens. You have Chris who can shoot well. You have big guys that can create the mid-range. You have Wyatt who can come downhill and create plays, dish it off when guys collapse. So this is a good team, and more importantly, it's an offense that the coach has built around the skill set of the players.
We talk about your boys for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just say, what should college coaches be looking at when they see your guys play basketball out there?
Well, Nate, he accepted a scholarship to play wide receiver at University of Nevada. You know, he had some offers for football, for basketball. And I told him, I was like, you can wait till the end of the season. You have some offers when it comes to hoops. But he said he wanted to play wideout. You know, he started thinking about it. You know, he's a pure shooter. He can handle the rock. A 6'3" pure shooter. You can go a long way. You can go a really long way if you're like Trey Young, but a 6'3" wide receiver, that goes a really long way in the NFL. So he started looking towards the future. And then my other son, Nehemiah, he's 6'4", 200, tight end, DN, power forward. So, you know, he wants to play football. You know, these guys, they love the sport of basketball, but they see the future in the NFL.
And you mentioned your son, Nate, going to Nevada, following your footsteps.
Yeah.
How cool is that to see as a father?
It's awesome. You know, we were on the recruiting trip, and I told him, I said, look, you don't have to sign. You don't have to make your commitment this weekend. And he said, no, this is where I want to be. This is a type of team that can help me be the best wide receiver I could possibly be. I can help this program win. And if anybody knows anything about Reno, you know, Reno is big enough to where you get respect when you win, but it's also small enough. If you ball out individually, you will be a superstar because there's no pro team there.
Yeah.
And that was one of the reasons why I chose that school. And another thing that kind of tipped the scales for him, when he was sitting there with the coaches talking about his scholarship offer, the football coaches said, "We understand you're one of the top shooters in Jersey. You can play basketball here too, and we won't stop you." Yeah, so that's kind of tough.
We got
to
to
walk
keep
away
an
from.
eye out for that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dual sport.
Dual sport. Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, and now down the rest of this season, I mean, they still got to play a lot more games.
Yeah.
What do you think they still need to develop in their games moving forward?
You know, I think it's that inside presence. Just like most teams nowadays, you know, the game is now kind of evolved into this mid-range to three-point, even NBA range offensive attack. The teams that can find that balance where when the outside shot isn't falling, the inside presence is there. So I think that as soon as they develop that part of their game, they'll be tough to stop like last year.
And don't want to take up too much of your time, but one last question. An event like today, just being able to see such a display of talent in high school basketball, and you know, there will be tournaments like this throughout the year. How cool is it to be a part of this event and to see kids like your son get a showcase like this? This
is what it's all about, man, giving these kids an opportunity to showcase their skills in front of a crowd like this. Of course, people watching at home, online. But more importantly, it's a chance for them to stack up against each other. You know, they see each other, they see the highlights on IG, they follow each other on social media. So now you get to play those same type of kids. You know, we're coming into this game facing one of the top scorers in Jersey a couple of days ago. My man dropped 50. So Ramapo's looking forward to seeing what they can do with a guy like that. And so far, you know, it's hard to stop a guy like that, but they're containing him.
Yeah, they've done a great job so far. Well, Mr. Burleson, thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
We
Thanks
appreciate
so
it.
much.
A great
Appreciate y'all
first
having
half for Ramapo. Let's see if they can hold on in the second half. Jack Bartek, Anthony Cafone, and special guest Nate Burleson, thank you again. We'll be back for the second half action in just a minute.
For sure. Y'all take care.
Garden State Hoops on All Abilities Live back here at the old Patterson Catholic Gymnasium, one of the meccas of New Jersey high school basketball. I'm Jack Bartek. Brandon Marazzo, Anthony Cafone will take you through second half action. And we got another one after this, Payne Tech and Kennedy. But man, what a game this has been. 37-25, Ramapo leading at the break. But Montclair Immaculate with a great second quarter to get back in it.
It's only 12 points, man. And from what we saw from the first quarter, the fact that it's only 12 has got to be a win for Jerry Salmon. As you know, they're going to be looking to claw back into this one. But they got to stop the threes, man. They got to stop the three-point plays as well.
We see the same groups that started out there for each side. See how Montclair Immaculate can fare to start this second half. Working inside, Grandison lays it right over the front of the rim. The freshman continuing to display all sorts of talent.
He said since checking in the second quarter, this kid's been dynamite, and he's been doing a great job guarding on the perimeter, then driving in, and he's got all the strength in the world. And get ready for this kid to be a household name in a few years in New Jersey basketball.
I believe he started the game too, but on that possession, he said, Peyton Sales, get out of my way, I got this. And now, disrupting the pass lane, and this ball going
back the
Immaculate
other way. So Immaculate Conception with a great start to this second half. TJ Robinson, the Louisville commit. Working into the lane, draws the whistle. And nice job by Charlie Wingfield helping him up. TJ Robinson went with the shoe change at halftime. He had on the Gamma Blue 11s in the first half and now switches to the Kobe's for half number 2. Is that an omen?
I bet you right now that's what he was rocking when he dropped the 50.
He's got on
his
Louisville Cardinal red on the feet now for the second half. Pollock,
shoe.
Cross court, working baseline. Barnett feeds it inside, and Grandison again.
A little hezzy on that, but he got it off.
Leaving his mark on the second half early.
Immaculate looking like a whole new team coming out from half.
And it starts with disrupting Ramapo on offense. Great job by the Lions defensively. Working into the paint, kick out, and doing a great job defending the three-point line too. Now it's Seals pumping. Great help defense, Servino. Ramapo is trapped offensively right now. Immaculate Conception bench on its feet now, making noise, and a whistle on Robinson.
Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't like that.
It's
That
a
was
little
soft. That was soft. No, not a little soft. That was soft. Charmin Ultra. Come on, let him play. Let him play. And what you think on that one?
I don't know. It could have gone either way.
Stop it. You guys are being too nice today.
Listen.
That game was over when I said it was over. That wasn't a foul. That was soft. Stop it. Y'all are killing me right now.
Seals pull up from the free throw line. Too strong. Gets his own miss. A lucky bounce. Lays it in with the right hand. Peyton Seals. The Raiders would love to get him going in the second half.
Remind me of Tyler Hansborough, North Carolina.
He had an insane start, hitting 3 threes in that first quarter, and there's a triple for Amir Dunlap. He's got 3 of his own.
I believe he's 3 for 4 right now. He's only missed 1.
The senior cuts it back down to 7. Seals picks up the dribble and gives it away. Pollock draws the foul, and the Lions get it back.
Clawing their way back in, man.
What has really been the difference between Ramapo's first quarter offense and their offense now? It just seems like there just hasn't been that fluidity that there was earlier.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, they're not penetrating, they're not dishing. Before they were penetrating, finding the open 3, and now you've seen the Lions swarm them off the line.
Nice defense the other way by Schonerbush. Seals going all the way to the rim, can't get it to go.
What
Great
a steal.
defense by Jaron Barnett.
That was a ridiculous steal in midair, man. I don't know how he got that.
Grandison with the body control in the lay-in. Cole Grandison.
He's cooking, man. Put him in the blender. They can't stay in there. He's chopping them up.
It's down to 5. Got to give credit for the Lions the way they've been disruptive defensively, and Pollock almost had another steal.
9-2 run coming out of the break here.
What a game.
Montclair Immaculate.
Ramapo could really use a bucket.
Who you going for?
Down low, great feed and a beautiful finish by Eglinton Manor with the left.
Beautiful design there, back cut, great pass right on the money, and he's able to do the shot in one motion.
They need the space, man.
Really nice offensive set off the sideline out of bounds. Pollock trying to use the body. Nice pump from Grandison, pulls up from the mid-range, no good. A fight for it. Oh, and it'll stay with the Lions. Ramapo can't believe it, and I think they have a case.
Yeah, I would love to see the replay on that one. I saw Jaron Barnett get amongst the trees, but I thought his hand was the one that last touched it.
Pollock backing down. Gives it up. 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pollock using the body in the left hand. Beautiful finish.
So smooth, man. 5-point game. They're cutting it down.
4:15 to go in the third.
I think another basket for Immaculate. You got to start thinking about a timeout.
Eglinton Manor thought about a three, gives it up.
Oh,
Top
boy.
Seals, got it! Big answer for Peyton Seals.
Unbelievable.
This.
Oh, great crossover. Can't lay it over the front iron.
If he would have finished that, man, that was insane. But Peyton Seals
in the
coming
spin
alive.
cycle. Servino corner three. Got it! Nothing but net. Chris Servino.
Just
He
like
has been
that.
an assassin from beyond the arc. And Coach Salmon wants a timeout. Just like that, it's back up to 11.
I mean, that's the thing with Ramapo. You can feel like they're lulling you to sleep a little bit. They're a little cold. They're having nowhere. One shot goes in, two shot goes in, and bam, you're right at.
They put it on you in a hurry.
They lull you to sleep.
Dude, it's been a fury out of nowhere. I mean, you saw the Lions just fighting their way back in. It seemed like nothing could go wrong for them. And then I'm gonna be honest too, Cole Grandison looked like he was gonna lay that one in. The fact that he was able to even stay balanced was insane. But then Peyton Seals coming alive. That is the last person you want to leave open for a shot. He makes you pay, and then he's running the point a little bit too, point forward and as they're just getting the threes. You can't let them get the threes. They get the cut, no problem. Don't worry about that. This team is literally a microwave. All they got to do is see one go, and all of a sudden that rim becomes, it looks like it's like 5 foot open, man. They're just throwing balls into the ocean, and they're splashing.
So let's see what the Lions have in store. They've had an answer at every turn, but just have not been able to get over that last hump. It's like they take one step up and 2 steps right back.
Yep.
And now they're inbounding, but we're not ready to go yet.
What happened here? I believe there's 6 guys on the court.
Yeah.
And Immaculate Conception got lucky because that should be a technical foul.
Absolutely.
Well, they didn't inbound yet.
They did. They blew the whistle and they were ready to go. That ball's in play.
I'm with Jack on this one, man. Immaculate Conception's getting some breaks here.
Oh, Robinson going to the hole, draws a foul.
That was definitely a foul, though.
Schonerbush wanted the offensive foul. It looked like Robinson went in with the shoulder, but a nice job to draw the contact nonetheless. And Robinson going to the line. They have not been able to get him going consistently, and it has been detrimental to the offense. First free throw, up and good. Into the game now, the elder of the Burlesons, Nathaniel. And out of the game, Zach Schonerbush. He has done such a great job defensively. Handling Robinson for most of the night. Robinson takes advantage of a pair of free throws, and it's back down to 9. At the free throw line, Wingfield, no good, but a foul. And Charlie Wingfield will head to the free throw line.
I don't know if that was a foul.
Coach Salmon can't believe it. I didn't think it was a foul either, but they've definitely been,
Lighter calls.
yeah.
I mean, I
using the whistle much more here,
Listen,
and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Soft. What you mean you appreciate it?
I
Explain yourself, sir.
Trying to take control of this second half. It's 2 very physical teams
Fair.
playing tight defense,
and an
you
emotional game.
Yeah, you don't want to let it get out of control and then get to the fourth quarter and you have no control over it.
Okay, fair enough.
I just asked that they remain consistent.
Listen, you know me, man. Let the chaos break loose. I'm here for it. I just need an explanation there, man. I hear you. You're right. But you know me.
Pollock into the lane. Floater with the right. He got it. Great finish from Tavian Pollock.
The crowd loving it.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Servino has room. A deep one. Too strong. Servino not going to miss many of those.
This game's flying all over the place. 7-point game right now.
47-40. Ramapo still leading. They have led wire to wire. Corner 3 ball just rolls off. Grandison almost had the board. but it's Seals that comes down with it. Seals doing it all by himself. Now kicks out. Servino pumped the three, but they'll reset it. Ramapo has been surgical so far. Servino in the corner, no good. And a great rebound by Pollock using the body.
Much needed rebound there, too.
Gives it up to Robinson, trying to get free. Finds Pollock, a three from the wing, just short. Immaculate Conception just can't seem to get that big shot to fall. Sears, the Euro step, no good, but a foul. They're going to get Robinson on the block, and Peyton Sears heads to the line.
Another progression?
Sears can really do it all, man.
2:06 to go in the third. 7-point game still.
It's going to be a 9-point game. You know he ain't missing these.
Yeah, he can dribble and take the ball up, but he can also play off ball.
First free throw good.
Complete offensive player right now for a big man.
Versatile.
Very.
Seals getting ready for free throw number 2. Got it. I mean, the net didn't even move.
Dude, he's automatic.
And only a junior.
I would love to see that kid at the Jersey Shore with the basketball games that are rigged.
Pollock gets from the three-point line to the basket in a step and lays it in. The Lions not going away easily. 1:50 to play. This is some high-level basketball. Seals pull up at the free throw line. No good. Immaculate Conception trying to get on the break. And now Barnett will slow it down. Pollock driving, kicking. Long two, no good. And off the top rope, Langevine had a chance to cut even deeper and make it a 5-point lead.
One thing you got to credit Ramapo of doing this whole game is just keeping TJ Robinson on lock. I mean, so far in this game, only 5 points. I think it's really been the key difference in just shutting down this Immaculate Conception offense. I mean, they've been doing such a good job even without that, but I mean, without it, I mean, you would expect TJ Robinson to be much more of an impact player in this game.
Servino all alone, short, rare miss.
That's really been the story of the day, though. All the big-time players we've been seeing, most of them been getting locked down. You know the teams are looking out for personnel. They know exactly who they want to zone in on.
Matchup of two really good defenses. Eglinton Manor handling the pressure well. Euro stepping with the right hand. My goodness. Wyatt Eglinton Manor. Another guy, just a junior.
Put him in a blender, man.
Trying to go coast to coast, kick out Grandison. It's a three. He's got it. Cole Grandison is having a coming out party.
This kid can do it all right now, man.
9 points in this quarter for Grandison. He's been coming alive in the second half.
6'6" freshman, man.
Oh, great pump fake from Eglinton Manor. And he's got a chance for three the old-fashioned way.
Wyatt Eglinton Manor only scores 3 out of clip. That's it. How you want it. Downtown and one, it's coming.
31 seconds to play and a chance to get the lead back up to 9. But I'll tell you what, going back to Grandison, if he was not on your radar yet, he better be now.
You got
that
that
kid
right.
is going to have some career.
Dude, imagine he has a growth spurt. You know it's coming.
Seals down low. Eglinton Manor kick out. Burleson thought about a three. Seals wide open. Got it! Peyton Seals, another one.
5-point possession.
Lead up to 11. 15 seconds to play in the third. All alone up top. 3 ball, no good for Hernandez. 8 seconds left. Going the other way. Eglinton Manor driving in. Lefty scoop, no. With 2 seconds left, it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Raiders.
Man, the problem has been Peyton Seals from Montclair Immaculate, man. You can't leave this kid open. If there's any room, he's letting it fly. And I'm telling you, man, he's shooting up there with the best of them. I haven't seen this such good shooting since Steve Bremen, man. This is absolutely insane for you Montclair fans out there.
Into the game now. Schonerbush takes over for Burleson. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. It's trouble getting it in. They get it down low. Seals the reverse lay-in at the horn. All 3 levels. Peyton Seals is getting whatever he wants.
Dude, that was insane. He's literally stuck. He's strapped down. But then he's got a beautiful frame on him. At 6'4", he stretches out the arm and able to reverse it from down low. Absolutely ridiculous. Peyton Seals, salute.
27 from Peyton Seals. 27.
That is
And
special.
get this, the trio of Servino, Eglinton Manor, and Seals combined for 57 to 58 points.
That's insane.
Insane.
You got to stop one of them. So I don't even know what to say right now. This has been immaculate, and I'm here for it, man. I got a soft spot for the public schools. I know I went with Montclair Immaculate. The game's not over yet, but shout out Ramapo because the Raiders are riding all over the place.
And somehow, even with all of that being said, it's only 13 going
Ridiculous.
to the fourth. And we saw at the start of that second quarter, no lead is insurmountable for Montclair Immaculate. They are going to come out with a punch to start this fourth quarter.
And if they got to do it quick.
And if there's any coach that could come back from this situation against this kind of team like Ramapo, it's Jimmy Savage.
Absolutely.
Well said. And it's his own event. He's got to show up for this fourth quarter.
He's about to pull out. He's dusting off the old playbooks. He goes, I got one for this situation right now. We've been saving this.
Four's up, fourth quarter.
They're going to have the ball to start the fourth quarter.
Fellas,
if you thought those first 3 quarters were crazy.
You know what's insane? We got another game after this.
The game to follow is going to be Payne Tech versus Kennedy in the final of 4 quads, all naming a champion in the Jingle Bells Jubilee.
I don't know what a Jubilee means, but it's been Jubileeing for sure.
8 minutes to play. TJ Robinson brings it across the timeline for the Lions. Kick out, pull-out 3, no good. And a nice rebound. There's a good box out from Wingfield, and Schonerbush pulled it down. A bucket here would really hurt the Lions in their comeback efforts. Screen coming. Eglinton Manor doesn't want it.
Especially a 3.
Far side corner. Schonerbush gives it up. Up top, Seals. He resets it. Faking the handoff. Looking back door. Servino. Count it! And the foul! Servino finds the smallest gap. A great feed by Wingfield. And Servino has a chance to add another one at the line.
The great thing about this Ramapo offense is just the off-ball movement. Yeah. Everybody's just moving
that
across.
That is gorgeous. That is like a coach putting, the DVR, putting it in the VCR machine and showing the team exactly how to move away from the ball. That's it. That's a coaching clinic right there.
Dude, more than that, the best thing about this team, they score in bunches of 3. However you want it, man. Ooh. They're snipers, and they get and ones.
Robinson, no good, but a foul. TJ Robinson trying to turn it up here in the fourth quarter, and they are going to need him to get going. It's 7:04 to play. It's 16 right now. First one is good. Montclair Immaculate not ready to concede just yet. And the second one goes for Robinson. Cut it down to 14. Breaking the press with no problem. I mean, Seals is just like a surgeon picking things apart. Handling the offense, Peyton Seals into the lane. Kicks it out. Now it's Servino. Double team comes. Nice pass, bat away by Pollock. Hernandez, reverse lane, no. Great hustle back by the Raiders. Now it's a double team, and wisely, Eglinton Manor burns a timeout.
Another good stop on the other end by Ramapo, and quietly going on another run to open up this quarter. And I think for Coach Sam, you really got to start getting those runs now. Once it gets under 4 minutes, I don't think it's going to be a chance.
And we got to give Coach Nick Veer credit. Has anybody had a better start to a coaching career? Veer is a young guy just in his second season as the head coach. He was a 4-year starter at Vermont, played in the NCAA tournament. He played for 4 years at Bergen Catholic, which is a New Jersey powerhouse. He was a 1,000-point scorer there, a county champion, a state champion. And in his first year coming in and taking over a great program like Ramapo, he exceeded expectations, had them win a section, had them within one play of winning all of Group 3, and he brings back essentially the same squad.
And I'll tell you right now, if you go and find some old tape on him, guess what you're going to find? Threes. You're definitely finding threes, man. You don't get to 1,000 points like that without having a beautiful shot. And we're seeing it here, man. It's literally been the three-point game that has just been getting away. Montclair Immaculate, when they can control things, if they're limiting them to twos, they start climbing back into it. But the second the threes open up, it's over, man. And I'm telling you, it might be over.
The Lions pulling out the press. 14-point game, 6.5 to play. Nice defense from Pollock, but Seals just so poised. Hands it off. Back door. Tapped away by Robinson, and a whistle. And it looks like they're going to get Eglinton Manor as he went to the hardwood.
You know, I've been noticing every time that Immaculate comes up with something and the fast break starts, it seems like a foul comes. I'm wondering if that's tactical at this point, because it's smart if it is.
Robinson fakes the handoff, working baseline, lays it in through contact. Tough finish from TJ Robinson.
They're gonna need him to get going, man. They need him to get going.
Double team comes to Seals. He might have double dribbled. Leads to a run out for Ramapo, and they get the easy two.
That's the first basket not scored by Servino, Eglinton Manor, or Seals since the second quarter.
Absolutely
Crazy.
insane. Those three-headed monster right now.
Pollock kicks out. Lead is still 14. Backing down, almost gave it up. Nice job by Dunlap. Robinson from the low. And the foul! TJ Robinson!
Let me see that replay again. Good God.
That jab step, oh my goodness.
That was ridiculous.
Oh my.
That was ridiculous.
Cardinal Nation, if you're watching, you got to like what you see right there.
I'm not going to lie, that was better than Diaz's shot in the first game. That might be.
And
I disagree.
Could it be
but
the
it's a great
catalyst?
shot.
Could it be exactly what the Lions need to get back in it? It would start with the free throw right here.
10 points, 5 minutes, 20 seconds if he makes it.
4-point play for TJ Robinson just when they needed it. Pollock tightly guarding the inbound. Struggling to get it in. Finally finds Eglinton Manor. All alone Servino, and he's got the layup on the other end.
You can't go 5 up. Can't go 5 up.
Not at
Give
all.
it him that.
Robinson trying to go coast to coast. Floater no.
Surprised there wasn't a foul.
Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Montclair Immaculate. Seals was not happy, but he hands over the basketball.
He said, it's good call, sir. That's what he said. I saw it right on his lips.
You know what that means. He is livid.
Pollock going right to the rim. No good. Big miss. You see Ramapo picking apart this defense with ease. They
Look
got
at
a really great football program, too, and showing that off with some of these deep balls. Burleson picks up the dribble, gives it up to Seals up top. 4:40 to play. The Raiders keeping this tempo nice and slow. Oh, Servino, great move, but an offensive foul. They get him with the hook.
Got that elbow way too up high, man. Up in the face. You're going to get called for that every time.
For a second, I thought they were going to call him on the carry, too. I think he might have carried there, too.
No, that doesn't exist anymore in basketball. We just let that happen
We
no
let
matter
that
where
happen.
it is.
Well, this isn't the NBA. This isn't the NBA. This still happens in high school.
I disagree. Maybe college. And Jack Refs, the only one that call everything. I'm completely lying right now.
4.5 minutes to go. Robinson pulls the pops, just rattles out. It looked good, but it couldn't go. Montclair Immaculate going to have to start getting the offense going soon.
Jerry Seals looks like he's about to lose his mind right now. While on the other hand, Ramapo looking calm, trying to waste as much time as possible.
Eglinton Manor to Burleson in the corner, going right to the bucket. Great feed, blocked, but a foul. It was nice defense by Dunlap on the recovery, but Wingfield, the sophomore, headed to the line for the Raiders.
Oh. This is wild.
What a day of basketball this has been.
What a
I just
day
gotta
of
say,
basketball.
like every game we've been doing has had its moments.
First free throw bounces in for Wingfield. Everything going Ramapo's way so far.
Yeah, this is Murphy's Law for Immaculate right now. Anything that will go wrong.
Second one on the way from Wingfield. That one's too strong and won't bounce in. Dunlap trying to push the tempo. Under 4 minutes to go now. Robinson picked up by Burleson. Oh, lost it, and Seals recovers. Great defense by the Raiders.
They were just playing defense with 4 guys. Wyatt Ellington Manor was having some trouble with a slip on the floor.
Robinson is doing everything he can, but just a really awesome defensive effort from Ramapo. And time running out on the Lions. Eglinton Manor driving and laying over Pollock. What a finish! Robinson the other way, spinning. He lost it. No whistle.
WEM doing whatever it takes. Throwing that one. Looked like Dwight Howard at the dunk competition.
Seals using the body to get across half court. Now pulling back. Showing off the handle, and finally a whistle on Hernandez. This team is a force, guys.
Yeah, I think this is wraps, fellas. There's just not enough time left by my math. My math doesn't always add up, but by my math, not enough time.
When we did these preseason rankings, remember, Maz, when we did for regards to Hoopstyle, we put this Rambo team in the top 3.
Yep.
And they're showing to us why we did that. What a wise decision by Orlando.
Nehemiah Burleson checks in. Wingfield to the bench.
Orlando Cameron knows his North Jersey, but knows his New Jersey basketball. I will never go against that man ever again.
First free throw good for Seals. I mean, I'll tell you what, there are some good teams in New Jersey this year. Obviously, Bergen Catholic. Don Bosco has one of the better players in the country in Dylan Harper, but Ramapo is going to be right there with him.
You got that right.
And the best of all is down south, Camden. Dunlap the 3. That one's too strong. Oh, big collision. Burleson comes away with it.
And they get it no matter what. Even when they mess up, it still works in their favor. This team's amazing.
And how about Camden going down and winning the John Wall Holiday Showcase and
DJ
showing
Wagner's a problem.
that New Jersey runs high school basketball?
Yes, sir.
Into the lane, dishing to Burleson. Easy finish. And this one is getting out of hand now. It's 19.
I would love to see that kid play football. He's a quality basketball player, but he's got that football in him, you know.
Grandison driving kick. Dunlap all alone. That one's money. And a quick timeout for Jimmy Salmon. Not necessarily over yet.
All right.
Fellas.
It's a 16-point game, 2:12 to go.
Jackie boy, stop it.
I would never put anything by a team coached by Salmon with the talent he has.
If you had to put 100 on it right now.
The great thing is I don't have to.
You're right.
No, but
This guy, he's great. He's got every out in the book. This is a true veteran broadcaster right there. Never picking the side. He's right in the middle, unbiased. Me,
That's
let's
my
be
job.
honest.
You guys are the analysts. I just call what I see.
Let me just be honest with you. I am biased. I'm going to tell you I'm biased. And this is where we're at. There ain't enough time. I think we're going to still see some quality basketball. I think Jerry Salmon's going to break out all the tricks right now. But I do believe that Nick Veer and his squad have done enough. They've been, quite frankly, immaculate. But boom.
I'll tell you what, though. I would sign up to watch another 32 minutes of this.
Absolutely.
This is about as high a level basketball as you're going to find, forget just in New Jersey.
Anywhere in the country.
Across the entire country in high school. Eglinton Manor towing the sideline, giving it up to Seals. And what makes it even more impressive is that Ramapo is a public school. It's a big public school, but it's a public school. Putting it on one of the top privates in the state right now. Under 2 minutes to go.
I'm going to be honest with you. You love to see it.
Ramapo just draining clock right now, controlling the tempo. This is like ground and pound. Great feed down low. They kick it out. No need for a basket. They're holding 16 right now. And they are just going to rag this clock out. Down to 120. The double's coming. Floats it up. And the lob won't go, but Burleson is there for the follow.
It don't even matter, man. They get it however they want it.
Pollock driving right, lays it in.
That was definitely an offensive foul, but they let that one go. Minute 8 left.
Timeout, Immaculate Conception. 16-point game, 1:08 to play. And a great one coming up next. Payne Tech and Patterson Kennedy trying to wrap up what has been a spectacular day of basketball.
I mean, I don't know how that game could top these last three, but
that's what we said about the ones before, and look at what we got here. I mean, granted, the first one's still the best game that we've seen, but the quality on this court right now.
Regardless of the score, this is about, as we said, as high a quality level of basketball as you're going to see at the high school level.
And it looks like we're going to need a tiebreaker in that fourth one.
Yeah.
Yep, as we're sitting at 1-1 and 1 each. So I think we have to go opposite sides.
Oh, you read my mind.
Both teams still have the starters out there with 1:08 to go. Not waving the white flag just yet. Nate Burleson handing. Gives it up to Eglinton Manor. They get it across. And you wonder at this point if Immaculate Conception's even going to get the ball back. It seems like Ramapo is able to control the ball with no problem, even with the pressure from the Lions. And there's a whistle. It'll be a blocking foul on Jarius Davis, seeing his first action. And checking out is going to be Nathaniel Burleson, his first game this year for the Raiders, and he was very good in limited action.
Yeah, despite the 2 points he only had, he was doing a good job on both ends, really helping out the spacing on the offensive end, on the defensive end. He's a great defender.
I mean, dude, where can you get the scoring in when you got these three
Yeah,
popping
exactly.
off? You know, you just got to do your job, and he does it well.
Yeah, there's something to be said for knowing your role on such a great team, and you have scorers like Seals, and you have shooters like Eglinton Manor and Servino. Robinson pulling up for three, no good. In order to win, you need guys who are willing to do the dirty work, and this team just has a great set of role players to go around some top-level scorers.
And those role players, listen, probably going to end up D1 somewhere, depending on what sport it is.
Role players that could go to almost any other public school in the state and be 20-point-a-night guys.
Absolutely.
Seals just having fun with it now. The Lions back off, and the final seconds will run off. A 76-58 victory for Ramapo. And guys, I mean, obviously the first quarter was impressive, but wire-to-wire victory against Immaculate Conception, it speaks for itself.
It got scary at some points because Conception was coming at you with some high-level scoring.
I think they got it down to 4 at one point.
Yeah,
was the closest.
Listen, Ramapo held the lead the entire game. They never let it up. So I mean, that's something to say for Coach Veers. I mean, they played really well today. I mean, the three-headed monster of Servino, Eglinton Manor, and Seals really showed out today.
Dude, that was ridiculous. I've never a high school team shooting like that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I want to know what drills they're doing. Absolutely insane. I mean, what a game. what a battle we saw. I mean, and you called it with Ramapo. Wow. I'm still, Seals and Eglinton Manor and Servino, of course, but those two, ridiculous. Seals playing operation out there, picking things apart.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Ramapo living up to the hype, a 20-point victory over Immaculate Conception. They improved to 6-0, and they are the champions of Quad 3 here at the Jingle Bells Jubilee. We got one more in us, and it'll be Kennedy and Payne Tech bringing us home. Jack Bartek, Brandon Morazzo, Anthony Cafone. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss an interview with Coach Veer and the player of the game. Safe to assume it's going to be Peyton Seals. Back in a couple minutes.